We have reached the top 50%. From this point on, the rankings get pretty tight, and on some days, these songs really could be switched. I took care to really think about and see how I truly felt about each of these tracks. So without further ado, here is every Megadeth song ranked 80 to 61. The opening riff of this one foreshadows what's to come really on Euthanasia before reverting to the chunky groove fest, complete with wah. Lyrically, this song could be mistaken for a Judas Priest song. They always talking about killer cyborgs and things. The song really carries that groove throughout and remains very punchy. Tones in every sense of the word are on point in this song, unless you include color tones. More covers, this time from Thin Lizzy, and it's a killer one at that. While Super Collider isn't the best album, this cover really fit into the feeling of that album and was also one of the best on it. Just too bad it isn't their own song. Talk about a great way to kick off a comeback album. It was Dave's way of saying, yes, I can still thrash. And Melt Face. It set the tone for the album. An album I feel a lot of people really ignore. The song builds and builds and builds with strategic shifts throughout. You know, the old school Megadeth. The presence of Chris Poland's return had a pretty large impact. His solos melt the bone that's left over after the rest of your face was melted. So good! Sounds of loudspeakers and thunderous rhythms as you march to your new home. What's funny about this song though is it doesn't really have lyrics. You feel like you're just having a conversation with the conspiracy theorists, which I guess in a way you really are. Nevertheless, this track is here for its monster-sized musical powerhouse of rhythms, leads, drums, bass, everything. Thanos approved. Back-to-back title tracks, and similar in substance as well to an extent. That main gallop rhythm, while simple, is just so damn headbang worthy. One thing that United Abominations has, along with the rest of its tracks, is very well constructed chorus riffs. They get overshadowed mostly to, well, the main focus of course is usually the lyrics and the vocal melodies. But focus on the guitar, it's something to behold. Piano starts this one off. Wait, piano? Yes, Dave's first instrument was piano, and you'd never think the first sound you hear from Megadeth would be piano. What this kicked off though was the best opening album from the Big Four. If I remember right, Scott Ian agrees with me. And are you going to argue with a man running a madhouse? Are you? Possibly the heaviest song on Countdown. Definitely in the vocal list sections, where it's kept just simple chugs. Are Dave's vocals a little who cares? This song is awesome and just sit back and welcome it into your life. Finally, the right version that should have been on the album. Demo with completely different lyrics that I'm assuming were deemed too silly by the studio. I'm sensing some label tomfoolery. Well, they can shove it up their ass. Bonus track worthy of being a main track. Beautiful in its simpleness. No tricks, no flair, just sit back and rock out. That's all it is, and that's where its greatness lies. Fun fact, this channel was started to be a motovlog channel, right when motovlogging died. So after sitting on it for a long time, it evolved to what it is today. It's really the only reason why it's ranked this high. I mean, yeah, it's still awesome, but it carries real world bias. This song ranks here for two reasons. The second half really captured the old school Megadeth riff and David Draymond. First half of the song is still solid, but is elevated by those elements. There is a fault though I have with the second half. I feel like they castrated Drover. They should have let the man go off, which he's fully capable of doing, but they just said, nope, you're doing a single kick per measure. I mean, this is a double kick, if not just... it's... Another thrash sleeper on Cryptic. Many fans label this the pop album, other than Risk of course. And they haven't listened to the whole thing. It contains some kick-ass thrashers. This one, Vortex, and more to come. This song is short, sweet, and to the point. The point of burning rubber all over your carport for talking smack. I liken this song to Escape from Metallica, for simply sounding very different from the rest of the release that it is on. The main riff of this song and vocal melodies sound more like the British heavy metal invasion than, 80s thrash. At least for the opening. It does shift into the Megadeth you know and love. Finally, the right version that should have been on the album. Let's get this straight. Evil That's Within sounds better than The Reasons That We Sin. It also fits the melody better. That's it. If you think otherwise, then you can. That opening bass. This song is just awesome. From the opening bass to the heavy guitars building into the chanting verse. It's a complete package with the addition of sinister vocals. You feel like you're on the... Okay, I'll stop that. Luring you in with the slower, heavy chord-driven intro. You think it's gonna be a thick burner, then the galloping horses just come and trample you into the mud as you try to escape Alcatraz. Okay, I'll definitely stop with the silly transitions. You can... I wonder how many awkward car drives there were back in the day when this song was prevalent on the radio. Fun fact, this is actually the first Megadeth song I ever heard back way before I knew who they were, when KSJO was on regular rotation. I miss KSJO! It has stayed close to my heart ever since. You can trust that. Probably the most complete sounding and coherent song on So Far So Good. So what? It contains some of the best songwriting from any Megadeth song top to bottom. It has such a strong foundation, and they built an awe-inspiring skyscraper on top of it. Coming from this era of the band, knowing all the stuff that's going on behind the scenes, that's something to marvel at. Perfect blend of acoustic and heavy. Deep lyrics about combating addiction. This is the other song that was on heavy rotation with Trust. I remember when I first, actually started getting into Megadeth, and I heard this song for the first time in almost 20 years, but I somehow still knew the lyrics. It was just coming back to me, flooding in with memory waves. I was just like, wait a damn second. It just goes to show that great music sticks with you, no matter how long you've been separated. Title track of my favorite Megadeth album. Spoilers if you missed that video. Every time I hear this song, I want to go back and read Most Dangerous Game. Have I? No, that doesn't matter. This song sits in the middle of being, a melodic chill out song and heavy melodic riff fest. Either way, it's a fantastic song worthy of being the title track. Alright, 60 more to go. 3 more videos. There's going to be 20 in the next one, 20 in the one after that, and then the top 10. Are you all ready? I'm ready. If you're liking these videos, please remember to drop me a like, comment below, let me know what you think, let me know how stupid you think I am, see if you agree with me, let me know. I don't know unless you comment. If you're not yet done so, that works. Subscribe to me, please. Consider subscribing. It costs you nothing. Over Twitch it costs you something. Over here it don't. It helps me out. It helps grow my channel, helps you reach other people. Please hit subscribe, help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers. Follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Fenrirock7. I'm starting to get that going. I finally started streaming over there. Go subscribe to FEC Gaming. Go over reach 1,000 subscribers there as well. Our main video is just about to hit 10,000 views. If only all those people subscribed. What can you do? Stay tuned next time, friends. We're almost done with this. Take care.